Well, the rain has stopped for a few minutes. You would not believe the rain we've had. Just unbelievable every single day. And the last time it rained this much was when I bought this mobile home, and we waited for months for it to dry up to get it in here because it was so wet, so rainy, so muddy. Anyway, uh, we had some food that we wanted to do. Two things. These egg noodles are past their date, so I'm gonna eat them. And I wanted to try a simple little recipe. Here's another thing. We bought this from Walmart. We don't know if it's any good. We're going to give that a try. If it's good, we'll buy more. And I think what I'm going to do is cook some egg noodles. And then this is another thing that's past its prime. So we're going to add this to that. Probably add a little bit of water, thin it down some. And then we're going to pour it over the noodles. See how it tastes. And we're going to open this up and see what that tastes like. If it's any good, we'll buy more. So let me get this water to boiling, get these noodles boiled. Oh yeah, and there's no special reason I'm cooking outside. I just thought I'd give it a try. You know, I think the future, God, there's just so many things going on worldwide that, you know, I don't even know what to say because I don't want to sound like an alarmist. And I've been wrong many times before when I thought the end was near. But really, nothing has lined up like they are now. All the dominoes, I mean, it just takes one domino. And Israel is the center of this potential worldwide conflict. And, you know, lots of people go about their business every day. They have no clue what's going on worldwide. And maybe that's the way to be. Because you can't control anything. You can't change anything. And we have to live through whatever it is that happens. Whether it's just inflation, whether it's hyperinflation, or whether it's a world war on a biblical scale. So, me personally, I am looking to practice things that I may need to know in the event that life takes a sharp turn from what we're all used to. That's all I'm going to say. All right, we got major boilage going on, and it did not take long at all. That's a nice little stove, and I've had it for years. I know it's nasty, but it's been sitting around outside for quite a while. All right, I'm going to put all them in there. I'm probably going to have to dump out a little bit of that water. And let me go get a spoon so I can stir that. All right, I'm going to give this about 10 minutes to boil. I'll tell you what, I just might strain this and then dump all that in there and just with a little bit of water, leave it in there with a little bit of water so it's a little soupy, and just cook it all up together. But I am going to open this up and give that a try. I may do that right now. Well, you rip off. That doesn't look nothing like, look at the can. The picture, that looks nothing like. Anyway, let me give it a little taste, just a little piece. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, I'd buy more of that. But scratch that adding any liquid to that. There's going to be plenty of liquid between all this. So I'm just going to dump it in here after I get the water out of it, you know. Dump it in there and mix it all up. All right. Now, I have no misconceptions that this is in any way fine cuisine, but what it is cheap and quick and use about 15 minutes of gas there. Let me stir this up. We'll have a look at it in a minute. All right, I got everything in there. I added about, a quarter of a can of that beef stew, a quarter of a can of that water in there, just to thin it up a little bit and bring this all back up to a little boil. I'm just trying to figure out ways of cooking cheaply and quickly with as little fuel as possible and as low cost food as possible. I'll tell you, if I dumped a can of like peas or mixed vegetables in here out of a can with that water, that would make this go a lot further. As it is, this would probably feed 4 people, and everybody would be full. That's a big pot. All right, a few minutes, I'm going to give this a try. I wish I had thought about dumping some vegetables in there, but I got too much in there now. All right, I used about probably 15, 17 minutes of this, and I honestly don't know how many cooking sessions you would have in a little 1-pound bottle, but I also have a hose that will connect to this that will go to a 20-pound bottle, and I have an adapter that you can refill these little 1-pounders from a 20-pounder. So this is a very big bowl, and there is easily 2 more bowls left in there. If I had added a can of vegetables to this, it would have been more than enough water and made this even better. So I'm going to let this cool a minute and give it a taste. While I'm waiting for it to cool, I don't want to sound crazy, and I have gone through this in the past over the years, expecting something really bad to happen and nothing happens, and it has sort of made me, let me sit down. And it has sort of made me be hesitant to share my concerns with anybody else, because I've been wrong over the years. Even with me going and getting gas when, the pipeline closes or something like that, nothing terrible happened to us here. We didn't notice. The only thing I noticed here was other people like me making sure all the gas cans were full. I didn't notice there was no price increase. There was no shortage. I know it affected people in other parts of the country, but the pipeline didn't affect us here. And then, there's been other things over the years, near catastrophes that were avoided. And who knows, just, what's going on right now may be nothing more than the world turning as it's always turned. But I am a prepper, and I have been prepared for pretty much any scenario, pretty much for 20 years. Yeah, easy, 20 years. And when you are prepared, when you do have food and you do have rainbows launchers and rainbow freedom seeds, and I don't need any more of anything. I have all the food I need. I have propane and gas and generators and lanterns and batteries and solar power. Here's one battery here. I have another battery close by that's being charged through a solar panel. My solar panel's up here. And so I don't really need to worry, and I'm not worrying, and I don't want to be one of them sky is falling types. But I really have never seen the world on the edge like it is right now. There are so many things going on the world over that, to me, in my opinion, this is the closest we have ever come for, biblical prophecy to come true. The end times war with Israel. Anyway, enough of that. If you don't know what's going on around the world and you're not concerned, then I envy you. I would like to not go to sleep worrying if I'm going to wake up. I mean, it's not that bad for me, because this is just a temporary place here. If you believe like I believe, then you understand the same thing, that this is not your home. Alrighty, let's give this a taste test here. I hope it's cool enough. Oh, yeah. That's actually really good. Yep. I'd eat that good. I'd eat that many times. That's very good. I'm gonna give my wife a taste, see what she thinks. Oh.